Good morning. Saturday, right around 6 in the morning today in Chicago. It's in the low 40s today, a 20-degree change from yesterday. Yesterday I was running in shorts and a t-shirt. Today, long sleeves, gloves, and a winter hat. But I'm gonna try and go for 20 miles in the New Balance 890 V7. See how they do there, and just try to take it easy today. Keep the paces slower than 8 minutes per mile. Just take it nice and easy, and just get that long run in today, and enjoy the scenery. Alright, about 6 miles in. Oh, the wind is picking up, coming out of the east. Picking cold air up off the lake. Ooh, it's cold. I think a gel here. Or I'm going to eat some gummies. I have just a whole bunch of those that I'm just trying to get rid of. And keep on going. A little bit more than 10 miles in. Feeling relatively good. That cold wind is just killing my fingers. I can't feel my fingers at all. But the rest of me feels pretty good. My feet hurting a little bit. Not sure if the 890s were a good choice for a 20-mile run today. 20.09 miles, 8 minutes, 1 second per mile today. Feeling very strong by the end of the run today on my 20 miler for this week. The last 2 or 3 miles, I think, were my fastest miles. I tried to keep it about 8 minutes per mile or slower just to make sure I got those miles in today without overexerting myself, but by the end I got just too excited, and those last 3 miles were definitely a little bit under 8 minutes per mile, but otherwise feeling really good in the New Balance 890 V7. Now, I didn't want to do kind of a formal review on it. I just did the first thoughts video on it yesterday. I was hoping to kind of take care of everything during the run, but the batteries on the Insta360 One X died because it was just so cold out there today. And so by the end of the run, I was trying to do my wrap-up thoughts from on the road while I was in the run itself, but I just couldn't get the thing to power back on. But to the extent we're back inside now, I do want to go over some disclosures. The 890 version 7 from New Balance is a pair of shoes that was given to me by Roadrunner Sports while I was out there a couple weeks ago. But neither Roadrunner Sports nor New Balance is paying me to make this video. No one's going to have any editorial control or input into what goes into this video, either in terms of my opinions or the footage that goes in here. And so no one's going to get a chance to see it until you guys get to see it on YouTube today. But now with that out of the way, is this a 20-mile shoe? And the answer for me is probably not. Not the first shoe that I'm going to reach for in my closet in terms of what to run with for a 20-miler today, especially if you are a road runner like I am. I did find myself finding towards the end of the run, like right around mile 18 or so, I get to that point in my run where I'm by the beach or the sandier area by Lake Michigan. It's been really windy lately, and so a lot of the sand is like getting blown onto the paved path that's near there. And when I had a little bit of a layer of sand underfoot, that felt just right, really comfortable. And the way that the rev light ground contact foam that New Balance is using with some of the rubber that they have underneath there was interacting with the sand and pavement. That worked out really, really well, and it felt great. And so depending on the surface that you're on, the 890 version 7 might be a really great 20-mile option for you. If you are predominantly a road runner like I am, probably not the best road shoe for you. I would reserve it for more of my interval days, my shorter but harder days, because the shoe definitely does like to go fast. Some of the other kind of like weird, not pains, but discomforts and other things that were a little bit of an issue, not even really an issue, but just things to kind of keep an eye on, those all kind of mellowed out definitely by the end of this run. And so I definitely have more of an idea of what this shoe is about. It is a stiffer shoe. It's a harder shoe. The foam isn't going to be mushy because it's designed to help you run harder, faster. So that's what the shoe is more about. So taking it to the track, taking it for like your medium length long run, if you're going to be running harder, or if you're going to be running some mile repeats or 800s or fartlek type runs, this is going to be a really good shoe for you. The other thing I was thinking is, because I liked it so much on the sand, is that maybe I can use this for the Tunnel Marathon, because that's going to be like a packed dirt road or like a hard packed gravel type of surface. But I was thinking that if I were to kind of reach for or consider the 890 for that reason, I probably would go with the Hoka Carbon Rocket. They have very similar feels, but the Carbon Rocket has that carbon fiber plate that gives you that little bit of extra something. So for the race day, maybe not. But if I'm training and I'm regularly on like a dirt road, something that's a little bit firmer pack, not quite as hard as pavement, but not quite as loose as a trail, this could definitely be a really great daily trainer for you. So it'll ultimately depend on kind of what you're looking for, but mainly what surface that you're running in terms of whether this is going to be a good long distance shoe. But for a variety of surfaces, a variety of people, for your fast days, this is going to be a great shoe. In a lot of ways, in terms of the use case, maybe not in terms of how it feels on foot and some of those other mechanics, but in terms of the things that I would use it for, because the shoe's so lightweight, I would probably think of it whenever I might reach for a Kinvara. This is something that I might reach for as well. So I kind of put those in the same category, even though the fit is a little bit, and the finish is a little bit different for each of those shoes. But that's kind of where I'm thinking about this shoe. But I'll be running in the shoe a lot more over the next couple of weeks, and stay tuned for the 100-mile review that'll be coming up probably pretty soon. I've got moving into the next phase of my marathon training, where I've been running 60-mile weeks, and I'll be getting into 70-mile weeks. I'll be talking about that more in some videos coming up as well. A little bit nervous about that, but it should be a pretty exciting time. But a lot of those miles will probably be in the 890 V7, because I do like it quite a bit. If you have any questions about the 890 version 7, feel free to leave them in the comments, or if you have any other feedback, because you've been running it too, I'd love to hear from you, to talk to you guys down there. Now, before I go for today, I want to remind you guys about the charity runner for this week. This week's charity runner is Courtney Smith, and he just ran the London Marathon in a blazing 2 hours and 54 minutes. Congratulations, Courtney. And he did it raising money for Severn Hospice, which is a hospice that took care of his stepmother before she passed. So I was able to donate £70 to his fundraising efforts, and I'll post links in the description in case you'd like to learn more. Now, that's all I have for today, everybody. Thanks for making it to the end of the video, and I will see you guys tomorrow.
Yo, what's going on?